Machine performances, particularly the last one against Wolfe Tones, that they weren't that far away and that there was going to be a big kick in them for this final round.
Well, absolutely. Well, Crusheen, the one thing we've seen about Crusheen over the years is that, when their backs are to the wall, you'll get the most out of them. They have some fantastic players like Keane Dillon, at long last, Smith O'Brien's moved up on Keane Dillon. He was just dictating the matters. Oisin O'Donnell, who had played so deep, has just moved out of the game ever so slightly. Jamie Fitzgibbon making a target. Jerry O'Grady, the legendary Jerry O'Grady, as I said, operating in a full forward position. There's always a fight in him, and they're bringing that to the surface today. Brilliant from Ross Hayes as well, racing down the line at the moment as we head for the half time. They're always there or thereabouts, and I suppose if there's one thing that Crusheen could find for the remainder of this game, they won't find it, but if they could find it going forward, maybe a little bit more penetration in the full forward line, or maybe a huge danger man or something. I'd love to see Jamie Fitzgibbon operating in a full forward position. He'd be brilliant under the high ball and the edge of the square. But look, I'm only reporting, I'm not a Crusheen selector, but at the moment, if I was a Crusheen selector, I'd be happy here coming up to half time. That half time whistle is just gone, so it's now finally Crusheen 11 points, Smith O'Brien's 5, Derek.
So Crusheen on top down in O'Garney Park, and Inagh Kilnamona on top in the scoreboard here in Cusack Park. So we can tell you now at half time, as things stands, it would be Inagh Kilnamona finishing on top of the group by virtue of their head to head against Wolfe Tones. It would be Crusheen filling the senior B berth, and it would be Smith O'Brien's heading for that relegation playoff. Of course, the relegation playoff this year, very, very simple. The bottom team in each of the four groups into the hat, 2 straight playoffs, 2 losers go down. It couldn't be any more clear cut, thanks be to God. Half time here in Cusack Park, it's Inagh Kilnamona leading Wolfe Tones by 10 points to 6. Lots more chat to come, but we'll pay a few bills first. Shooting into the old scoreboard end and does
struggle on their own puck out, with time and time again the ball coming straight back out the field.
Long high ball to Aaron Shanaher. It came from Lohan. Here comes Shanaher with the strike, and it just goes away out to the left. Now on Kilmaley and Scariff, that game being played out in Tulla at the same time as both those groups reach their conclusion. Darren Cunlif's shot is going to conclude with another score for Inagh. Regardless, it just has to be seen whether they'll finish in the first or second positions. Inagh Kilnamona in front at the moment though, and Niall Mullins has just added a second point for them. Strike
might have come a few minutes earlier.
Cian O'Rourke is breaking through, slaloming his way. That's the second time he's hopped the ball off the ground and got it up himself. That is an outstanding score.
One out here on the 21, right on the touchline, so let's see how it unfolds.
Left hand side of the pitch, he'll have to put a fair old cut on this one if he's going to make it, and does he? What for Inagh Kilnamona. Now it is here in the second half. In his home furniture are our commentary sponsors. Long ball down to Aidan McCarthy on the 45-metre line, takes it down from the clouds, has a look at the posts and sends the ball flying between them with 34 seconds on the clock. Out to that 12 points to 6 scoreline that it has threatened a couple of times. Aidan McCarthy now with the free. We'll say nothing other than to tell you he's about 35 metres out from the posts, maybe midway between the sideline and the upright at the left hand side of the post that he's looking at right at the moment, just going through his routine, striking in towards the old scoreboard end. Let's see where the sliotar will end up as he hits this one goalwards. The umpire is making a beeline for the white flag. Eventually he'll get as far as it as Aidan McCarthy. That was absolutely harum scarum stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of nervousness from Parfrey, and maybe that last ball that dropped in had unnerved him a bit, but he failed to clear his lines, and you would have expected the foul was the reason why the ball wasn't put away. So Aidan McCarthy would gladly take this to open up a 7-point lead.
And you can hear Eugene Cunliffe here underneath us screaming over the bar, just keep that scoreboard ticking over. That's sound advice. And if you picked that up on the microphone, I'm not one bit surprised that saying I'm Lohan's eardrum is bursting underneath us here, because he was right in front.
They need a result here today, and they're playing accordingly.
And when they need leaders, the likes of Aidan McCarthy is getting on ball and shooting like that. But has that gone? Oh, that's a savage score. Aidan McCarthy with another. Billy will pop this one over. It'll take it back to a 7-point lead that they'll need to keep eating into. The clock is telling us 14:20. Billy just needs to slot this one for his own confidence as much as anything. Just has had a trouble with the last couple, but none with this one whatsoever. Pops it over the bar. Double scores here. O'Garney Park, Crusheen 112, Smith O'Brien's 9. So this group, while we had the Mats books ready to go. It looks as if it's coming to a manageable enough conclusion from that point of view as we watch the free from Ben O'Gorman hitting the inside of the upright and going over the bar. So Wolfe Tones bring it back to 6, 15 gone second half, 14 points to 8. It's Inagh Kilnamona in front, and this is a period.
They had the last 2 scores there now, and if they can add 1 or 2 more, it'll make for an exciting finish.
Long puck out, breaks down once again in favour of the Inagh Kilnamona men. It's David Meskell in possession of it, puts the head down, finds a little bit of space, goes past Donlan, ball sticks on the hurley, shortens up the grip, strikes it off the stick. That's a brilliant score. Their way back into it.
Yeah, they've had the last 2 scores there now, and if they
breaks down once again in favour of the Inagh Kilnamona men. It's David Meskell in possession of it, puts the head down, finds a little bit of space, goes past Donlan, ball sticks on the hurley, shortens up the grip, strikes it off the stick. That's a brilliant score. David Meskell, big talent out Inagh Kilnamona way, no doubt about it. Towards McCarthy himself and Darragh Lohan having a right hold battle.
I suppose, you know, if they can get another score or 2 now, they might sense something is on here, a bit of a comeback, you know. Shannon has the ball inside,
trying to play it off. It's Aaron Cunningham bearing down and goal and finishing it as well. Well, just when you needed that little bit of leadership, we spoke about his impact in the game. The long free from Rory Hayes, it was one inside, played it down to Aaron Cunningham, and he has done that time and again for both club and county. It's back to a 4-point game. It's Inagh Kilnamona 15, 30 metres out, but passed it up and kept his goal intact for the moment. Ball still not clear though. Inagh Kilnamona still have it. Wheel back here to Sean Wren, who'll just tap it over. That's all they needed to do, just get that next score after the goal to take the sting out of it a small bit.
From Smith O'Brien's, 1 from a free, 1 from play in the 7th and 8th minute. Mark O'Halloran the other for Smith O'Brien's in the 12th minute, while Oisín O'Donnell, 1-4 to his name so far, sending it over the bar on the 10th minute for Crusheen. But 2 moments I think will stand out. David,
contact out, it goes to Dahi once again, sprays it all the way across to Aaron Cunningham. He's on the 21 metre line. Hammy looks up, and that's a beautiful finish. Just used his wrists, never actually swung his hands. Just at the top of the table as we watch Billy Connors driving that one goalwards over the bar, over the net, and over the back of the cloister in the goals as well, as the sides are level. It was
big succession. Have great catch here by Ed McCarthy underneath us now.
Can he get the shot away? That is the question. Donlan with a brilliant tackle there to break things up, but back it comes here to Ronan Meskell looking goalwards. That's a brilliant score off the break from McCarthy. He couldn't get the shot away, but Meskell did. Big score. 15 points to 2-10. It's Inagh Kilnamona in front here in a sunny Cusack Park. Ball hopping off hurleys and helmets outside there as McConaughey and Connors go to battle once again here in the corner. Shanahan goes out to be the auxiliary man, and coming away with it at the moment is Aaron Cunningham. Puts the ball on the hurley, strikes it off the right and puts it over the bar. This game has finally taken life out of the clouds. Out it comes to Sean Wren. He strikes that one towards the posts. Another brilliant score for Inagh Kilnamona, but all made, John, from the simplicity of the tactic. Fire it towards McCarthy. He's going to win it.
Yeah, tremendous leadership from Aidan, because this game has been going away from.
Once again at the moment it's Inagh Kilnamona 18, Wolfe Tones 2 goals in 11. Here comes Billy with the free, and there's a bad tail on that one. Just seemed to lift his head, John, as he struck it, and never minimum shortening up the grip there and playing the ball to Sean Wren. Sprays it out the far side of the field. Out it goes towards Ricky Wynn. Big one from distance from Ricky. He turns because he likes it. It's gone all the way over the bar. He was standing between the two 65s, almost David Fitzgerald-esque from the man wearing the number stand at the moment. Aidan McCarthy, fantastic stick control from him. Can he finish with a point? I don't know what the entrance fee was this afternoon. I'm lucky enough not to pay it, but I'd give double to watch this fellow hurling when he's in this kind of form. Brilliant stuff once again from McCarthy.
Oh, that's an unbelievable score, Derek, and at the time in the game, so badly needed by his team. And you know, as I said, you pay €20 in to see that score.
I'd pay 30, John, if you'd pay half of it. Jason McCarthy takes the ball down on the stick from the 45 metre line. Plenty time over this one. Of that I have no doubt. He's at the top of the D, facing one-on-one with Pa Freeman. I wonder what he think about it. There's nobody between McCarthy and Freeman inside the goal as he hits it towards the old scoreboard end, and he just puts it over the bar. Moves them out into a 4-point lead once again. It'll have to be kitchen sink territory now for Wolfe Tones, but the reality is they'll need to score at least. Towards hops it off the ground. Still he goes down along that far touchline. Was he pulled to the ground by Liam Murphy? No, he's up. Just has a shot at the post from the tightest of angles, but that one will go away out to the right hand side and wide. He won't mind. The clock tells us closes 34-20. I'd say Rory McGann's full-time whistle is not too far away. Rory Hayes with the boomer from distance. He's looking for Shanahan. Up he goes. He's won that ball. He's taking it down. He's looking back at Rory McGann as if to say, what more can I do? It'll be a free in for Wolfing. Eamon Foodie +4. 5 on the line for Inagh Kilnamona. He just puts it over.